every single day. Hey, how you doing? But do you really give a damn how they're doing? I understand we all tend to get wrapped up in our daily lives and, for lack of a better term, kind of live in our own little world. And we really don't think about others. I'm going to say a couple of things here. I am not a political person. Two things I do not talk about are politics and religion. You'll never hear me talk about any of that, because number one, those are very deeply personal topics, and number two, those topics can run the spectrum with emotions. And what I want to say is, I had I had someone contact me recently. They posted a comment on one of my earlier videos regarding Pilot and Flying J, and this person, I believe this person is probably a young lady, but could easily be a guy. And this person works at a Flying J. I don't know where, but my video was about the greed of Pilot Flying J, and how they have more pay for reserved places on their lots than what they do free parking. They want you to come buy their fuel and everything, but then they want to charge you to park, and that's a bunch of hooey. But anyway, she made a comment that, or this person made a comment that they work at Flying J in the deli, and they notice how much waste there is, how much wasted food. They just throw it away rather than giving it to a homeless shelter, or even giving it to, there's truckers out here, literally truck drivers out here, who live off of points that they get from buying fuel. That's how they pay for their meals. And so rather than Pilot, Flying J giving food away to the needy, giving food away to homeless shelters, giving food away to some of the homeless people that may come to their store, they just throw it away. Now, I can understand it from their perspective that they're reluctant to give it to the homeless people that come to their store, because it's kind of like feeding a stray cat or a stray dog. They want to keep coming back, coming back, coming back. However, there's nothing that stops them from donating that unused, unsold food to a local shelter. There are families in need. The comment that I got, this person lives in their car. They're not allowed to even take, if you go in and you buy, say, chicken tenders, and you have one left and you're going to throw it away. This person is not allowed to take that chicken tender that you're going to throw away and give it to their cat. They're not allowed to consume it themselves. It's ridiculous that you would rather allow food to be thrown away rather than giving it to someone in need. And like I said, I understand we all get wrapped up in our own worlds and our own affairs. You know, the people that work to serve us every single day, they all have a story, and we have no clue what's going on in their lives. This person lives in their car. They're not allowed to sleep in their car at the Pilot, Flying J, where they work. They have a 2 hour parking limit for cars. So they go down the street to a Love's and they sleep at the Love's. When they can afford to, they'll pay for a shower at Love's. This is a damn sad state. I mean, I'm a father of 3 daughters. And it doesn't matter if it's my son, my daughter, whoever. This is still someone's child. And this person is having to live in their car and work what's probably a minimum wage job. They could probably make $15 an hour going to Chick-fil-A or McDonald's and at least earn better than what they are right now. But why a multi-billion-dollar corporation like Pilot Flying J would not give a hand up to one of their employees? Why they would not give a hand up to needy people in the community? That's just uncalled for. It's unreasonable. You know, you bring in billions and billions of dollars every single year. I'd say you probably bring in a couple of billion gross every single month. But to just turn a blind eye to those who work for you, to those in the communities where you're located who are in need, I just don't get that. Yeah, it's like, it's a similar but different topic. You know, people don't take the time to understand one another. They don't take the time to listen and learn to one another. There was a incident recently in Tennessee, in the Nashville vicinity. This guy driving down the road sees a produce stand over here, and it's run by what he perceives to be foreign nationals, illegal aliens. Now, he knows nothing. He knows absolutely nothing about them. Now, judging from the photos I've saw of the incident and the videos, they had a pretty decent amount of inventory, because there were literally boxes of produce. And so these people, most likely, I doubt they grew it, but they went to a farmer's market and bought it, or a wholesaler and bought it. And they're sitting on the side of the road, minding their own business, selling produce. And they're selling it for less than you can buy it in the grocery store. They're not harming or endangering anyone. And this individual felt compelled to drive his pickup truck through their produce stand for no other reason than the fact that they looked different than him. They looked like they were from Mexico or somewhere in South America. And that just didn't sit well with him. Now, I'm not going to begrudge anyone of their own point of view. I'm not going to begrudge anyone of having their own opinions. But there's literally no reason for you to endanger people's lives, for you to endanger yourself, damage other people's property, such as that, simply because someone to be an illegal alien and you know nothing about them. You don't know if they're a citizen or not. You don't know if they were born in this country. You haven't a single clue about these people, but yet you feel compelled to run over and destroy their property, endanger their lives. That just completely escapes me. It costs each and every one of us absolutely nothing to be kind to the person next to us. It costs us literally nothing to simply be kind. You know, we all every single day, hey, how you doing? But do you really give a damn how they're doing? Do you really want to know how they're doing? Probably not. Because we're all too busy and we're all too wrapped up in things that we don't want to take the time to have a conversation with our fellow man. We don't take the time to give a damn about others. I'm guilty of it. You know, there's none of us out here who are perfect. But whenever I got this comment from this individual, it as a father, it troubled me because that could very easily be one of my children out there. You know, that could easily be one of your children out there, your grandchildren. You know, it's life. Life is enough of a pain in the ass. We don't have to go around and create other problems for ourselves or for each other. You know, just take the time and have a simple, short conversation with someone. You know, I remember when I was a kid, go to the barbershop, and you'd think half the town was in there. They weren't there to get a haircut. They were there just to chew the fat, you know, and talk about the day's events, the week's events. Johnny scored a touchdown at the football game Friday night, things like that. We don't do that anymore. We're all too busy going and doing and dealing with social media and you know screaming and shouting at each other. We don't take the time to talk to one another and to listen to one another. I'm doing this video primarily because of that comment that I got and how it made me feel whenever I read that. But I'm also doing this video to ask each and every one of you, you know, let's try to be little more cognizant of our neighbor. Let's try to extend a hand of fellowship with one another, and let's try to have a little concern for others out here on the road, whether they're drivers or whether they're people who you know prepare our food or cut our hair or whatever the case may be. We just need to slow down, take a breath, and start to give a damn again. Okay? If I've offended some people with my comments, I offer my sincere apologies. That's not my intent. My intent is exactly what I said. So you guys be safe, and I'll see you down the road. I got to get going to my next pickup. See you, bye.